With the end of fall comes a surplus of pumpkins, and I thought, what better way to put them to use than to test the effectiveness of some cold steel products. So today we have a selection of 10 cold steels, and we're going to put them to the test. Each one is going to be assigned their own pumpkin, and we're going to rate them out of 10 on the effectiveness of slaying a pumpkin. We have some cold steels that are small in size, going all the way up to very big. And I think I know which one's going to be the best, but we'll get into it anyway. All cold steels have now been assigned a pumpkin, and now it's ready to test. First is this tiny Micro Recon 1. This really isn't working too well. Let's get something that fits this knife a little bit better. What the heck? This thing is really hard. For some reason, this pumpkin is incredibly hard. But I've seen what I needed to see. This is not a very effective knife for destruction. 1 out of 10. From one folding knife to the next, the cold steel Luzon is up. This time, a much bigger knife. The Luzon with its larger blade is definitely a step up, but my hand still has to get pretty close, and even how small these pumpkins are, it still struggles to span the entire length of the pumpkin for a clean slice. Not bad though. 4 out of 10. Into the fixed blades now, we have the full serrated Coben. Although the Coben would make an extremely effective self-defense weapon that's easily concealable, it just doesn't have the size or the weight to be effective at destroying pumpkins on a great scale. 3 out of 10. And then the Recon Tanto. Very similar to the SRK, but a little bit larger and a little bit different design. With a thicker spine and the longest blade yet, the Recon Tanto is a lot more effective than the other knives so far. I'm able to slice the whole pumpkin, but still, it's not perfect. 5 out of 10. Getting into the larger blades now, this is the Marauder. With the blades getting bigger and heavier, the destruction increases, and so will the score. 6 out of 10. And here is the Frontier Bowie. With its blade being a foot long, this thing can easily span the pumpkin for some great destruction. 7 out of 10. How about a shovel? This is the Special Forces shovel. It's no doubt that these shovels were effective in trench warfare. This destroys the pumpkin with ease, and with the benefit of being able to clean up the mess afterwards. 8 out of 10. And one mean-looking axe, here's the Trench Hawk. A bit underwhelming, actually. This is a very fun tool to use, but because the head of the axe is a little bit small, it's not very effective for chopping through the entire pumpkin at once. 6 out of 10. How about a more traditional looking axe in the Trail Boss? It's no surprise that a traditional axe excels in chopping. Every time that head comes down, you know that you're going to get a clean chop. 9 out of 10. And last but certainly not least is the Katana Machete. Well, it's no surprise here, the Katana is by far the best at slicing pumpkins. It's an easy 10 out of 10. In fact, let's have some more fun with it. Thought I forgot about you, huh? This is the day that the cold steels were tested and the pumpkins were slain. But we found out valuable information. If you want to slice up pumpkins, the katana machete is the tool for the job. Well guys, that's going to be the video. I hope you had as much fun watching it as I did making it, but I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Let me know what you thought in the comments, but anyways, that's going to be all for today. I'll see you later.